Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My today's shout out goes to Court Watchers for making this video possible. Go and drift it for you. Show your support. Okay, let's dive into today's video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
I wanted to bring the parties together to attempt to just have a conversation about what is a very unusual proposed agreement. And before I sign any divorce decrees, of course, I have to make a finding that it's in the best interest of the child. And so, I mean, number one, that's a big hurdle for this case for one parent to get all the access and possession, and the other to basically either have none or only as agreed by the other party. I mean, that's a problem, I would say, from the baseline. And then the other issue is child support is the presumption. We presume that someone will pay child support to the other. And so, of course, the other hurdle for this proposed decree is neither parent is paying child support to the other when it's apparent on the face of the proposed decree that only one parent is going to be having care and custody and control of the child. So so now you know why I called you all together. You may have had your suspicions about that before, I'm not sure. But so in order for the court to sign a decree, I would have to get over not just one hurdle, but both of those hurdles. And nothing that was presented to me in the submission got me over either hurdle. So I don't know, Mr. Russell, if you want to call your client to the stand, I can swear him in.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right, Mr. Ciano, if you'd raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead, counsel.
Okay. State your name.
Christian Ciano.
Mr. Ciano, where do you currently reside?
In Austin, Texas.
And what's your address?
3207 Loyola Lane.
And your spouse, where does she, or your ex, where does she currently reside?
I don't have her current address. She's also in the process of moving, as I understand it. But she's in Austin. She's near the Highland Mall. I don't have her address in front of me.
You filed this modification because you had some concerns about Mrs. Sanio, is that correct? She goes by Sanio still, correct?
Ciano, yes.
Ciano, excuse me. You had some concerns about Miss Ciano, is that correct?
Yes.
Could you tell the court what those concerns were?
I can. I was hoping this wouldn't be an adversarial situation.
Sure. Let me go down this line. So you and her had made an agreement, a possession schedule agreement, based on some understandings that she was going to be moving out of the country. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And where did she tell?
Honestly, this whole court hearing felt a bit concerning. I understand the mother is planning to move to Spain and seems to be going through a lot financially and health-wise, but giving one parent full custody access with zero child support is a huge step. Even the judge said it was very unusual, and I can see why. It's good that the father seems capable of caring for the kids financially and wants stability for them, but it still feels risky to completely remove the mother's obligations and rights, especially without a clear long-term plan for how she will stay involved in the children's lives from another country. We'll use video calls weekly, send care packages monthly, and plan summer visits to keep that connection strong.
She was going to be moving.
So if I could explain, and I think this goes to the court's concern, as we tried to set out in the joint affidavit, and I'm sorry that she's not here. I wish she were. So the intention to move to Europe, to relocate, predates the divorce. That sort of fell away during the divorce, the time of the divorce. Recently, she brought it to my attention that it was something that she was concerned with, interested in, somewhat prompted by current political climate, but also some long-term plans for our families and the children, was to relocate all of us to Europe. She indicated that she wanted that to happen sooner than later. And she has a path to get citizenship in Spain. And so the provisions, the unusual provisions in the agreement, would allow her to do that, would release her of all financial obligation to the children, and give me the ability to continue to operate and be able to make all the decisions in her absence. The visitation set out there would allow the current schedule to continue while she's nearby. But when she's gone, then we'll have to work something out to get the kids to see her. This, yeah.
And what schedule are you currently doing? What schedule are you currently following?
Well, currently it's supposed to be alternating weeks. Recently, it's been a struggle for her to have the children, to have possession of the children. She's had some financial problems, issues. She
What really stands out is the mother's situation. Bankruptcy, housing issues, mental wheels, got to fend, and medical struggles. These aren't small problems, and they could affect her ability to reconnect with her kids later. It makes me wonder whether she's getting the support she needs, is ingrained in, or if this agreement is just being pushed through because everyone feels stuck.
I believe she filed a notice of bankruptcy in this court, and she's had some housing issues, and some medical and mental health issues. So all of those. She's also moving, and pursuant to the goal of her leaving, she's, as I understand it, getting rid of her possessions so that she can leave as soon as possible. So the current possession is that is not alternating weeks, but when she can. So there's not a regular schedule right now.
And do you believe that based on that, well, she hasn't moved, and she hasn't given you a time frame when she's going to move, correct?
So what we did in the order was the idea that she could move after the first of the year, and that's why we made it effective January 1st. What we're doing here is just one step in that direction. There's numerous other steps to get her there. So we wanted to clear the way for her to be able to leave when she's ready to.
And in regards to financial support for the children, has she ever provided any financial support for the children?
She's paid the medical. We shared the medical expenses.
And what about child support? Has she ever paid child support?
No, we agreed to no child support in the divorce decree.
And what about her job situation? Is she currently employed?
She currently, yes, she currently just got a new job. That's why she was away last week in Phoenix, as I understand it. So she is employed. She has a new job, and that'll help her get to where she needs to be financially to be able to move.
But it's your request that she, at this time, because of the financial restraints that she has, that she not pay child support. Is that what you're asking the court?
Yes.
And are you able currently are you making enough money currently to be able to sustain these children without medical or without child support?
Yes.
Um, I, I guess I need to ask this question. How much on average do you make per month?
Um, what I in my current job, it's the current salary is about 12,000 a month before deductions. It's about 7 take home, and then I have some income from rentals, some rental income. I own some properties, and then there's a family business, and I draw a small salary from managing that business.
And that you believe that's enough to sustain children without child support?
Yes.
And it's your understanding too that if you do that she would be paying if that the children are going to be flying to Europe, that she'd be paying for those costs.
Um, we hadn't talked through that, but I don't know who whether I would go with them or I would send them over. We didn't talk that part through, but one of us would.
Do you believe this order currently is in the best interest of the children, given the current situation uh, with your ex-spouse?
I do believe it's in the children's best interest. And if I may elaborate,
Sure.
um, her her being there um, would make the transition for me much easier. I have Italian citizenship. The children have Italian citizenship. We just got them their passports. And her being there would allow me to, for one, allow them to visit Europe um, even without me. And hopefully she's in a position when it's time for me to move to receive them and for me to send them in advance of my moving as well. So that it would make that process much easier.
I pass witness.
Okay.
Judge eventually approved it, but even he admitted it was unorthodox. That alone, this decision, it feels like it should have been examined even more carefully. There are so many angles we might have missed. Its stability is important, but so is making sure both parents' rights and responsibilities are handled fairly.
Okay. And nobody has heard back from Miss Ciano.
She hasn't. I texted her. She had responded this morning. I was asking her if she wanted to see the kids today. She said that she was exhausted, just got back from a trip. So she's out there, but she has not responded to my text regarding this hearing. And I tried calling her just before we started, and she did not pick up.
Okay. All right. I wish she was here. So you believe in January she's going to go forward with the move to Spain?
I I don't think that she's going to be able to do it in January. My guess is it's going to take a little bit longer. She just started a new job that's going to be able to help her save some money and hopefully go on a digital nomad visa there and keep her job and take it there with her. My guess is it's going to be probably, and this is just guesswork on my part, probably closer to late spring.
Okay. All right. I'm just looking back at the family code, which, we have a requirement. The public policy of the state of Texas is to assure that children will have frequent and continuing contact with parents who have shown the ability to act in the best interest of the child. and et cetera, and also to encourage parents to share in the rights and duties of raising their child after the parents have separated or dissolved their marriage. And I mean, you know, you've got 3 different kids. The youngest one is only 6 here, so let me think about it. Okay. You have anything else for me, Mr. Russell?
Um, Judge, are you wanting him to talk about the concerns he has, or and maybe I need to ask my client for a second if that's okay for him to talk to the court about some concerns, potential concerns of why we filed this modification, because I think that's important for the court to know.
That's fine.
Mr. Sonia, are you willing to talk about concerns you have about why we filed this modification?
I am. So, and I,
Oh, and I'm sorry I referred to it as a divorce, but the agreed modification order is what I meant to refer to earlier. Go ahead.
yeah. So there was and I'm gonna keep this as just because she's not here, and in fairness, I think that it's I need to be a little bit careful about what I say. Um, so on a high level, there was a lot of inconsistent um, scheduling as far as the time that she was actually spending with the children, and she suffered some um, misfortunes, economic, mental health, and physical setbacks that made it very hard for her to have the children. Um, it's been a long road, and but this is not me trying to take the children away from her. It's trying to create stability for the children and myself. And so I don't feel comfortable elaborating too much without her here.
Okay. I think I understand. So, and anyway, I guess the plan or the end result is that one day both mom and dad would reside at least in Europe, not in the same country, but one in Spain and one in Italy.
Um,
But you're
my,
not planning to go there until after you retire.
that's right. Yes.
And
Uh,
when do you think that will be?
Hopefully within, if all the pieces come together, I can retire in 5 years.
Okay.
And I hope to make that happen as soon as possible. Once she has Spanish citizenship, then she can live anywhere in Europe. And I believe her intention would be to join us in Italy.
Okay. So some of the children will have aged out of the court system by then, I think, if my math is right, or maybe not.
One of them will still be about 16 or 17.
Okay. And then the youngest will be about 10 or 11.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you've answered my questions. Still, I'm I'm reluctant to do something so unorthodox, but given the agreement and given the explanation that I've received here this afternoon, I'll proceed with signing the modification order. And we'll get that done and taken care of. Mr. Russell, I see nothing else on the docket, so you and Mr. Ciano are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good holiday. Best of luck to you.
Thank
You
you
too,
too.
Judge. Thank you so much.